Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. We are back with our very special guest, Swag with two G's. How are you today?
It's good. I'm doing good. It's very hot outside, so I'm trying to stay cool, but I'm doing very good. My birthday's tomorrow, so I'm really excited.
Oh, it's your birthday tomorrow. Well, happy early birthday to you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
How young will you be?
I will be 24 years young.
Yes, love it. Any special birthday plans during this pandemic that we're kind of getting out of?
Well, I just got some balloons blown up, and I'm gonna decorate my house, my living room as best as I can. And I'm having a Zoom call on the 12th with some family and friends. But I'm gonna deck out my house and just make it a little festive, for my birthday.
Oh, very nice. Well, we're so happy to have you. Congrats on all of your success thus far. So,
Thank you.
we want to know, are you from the Bay Area, right?
Yes, originally from Oakland, California. Yeah. Now living in Los Angeles.
What is it like the dance industry from the Bay to LA?
Well, it's very, very, very different, and different because in the Bay, there's not really like industry necessarily. Like there aren't really a lot of like uh, opportunities in the Bay, but we're really heavy on community. So there's a lot of dance studios, a lot of dance teams, a lot of workshops. Like a lot of teachers from LA actually come up to the Bay to teach master classes and workshops. So it's very communal, and we have a lot of showcasing shows that people host and have people come and perform. So it's very community there, and also San Francisco has a little bit of industry. Like when I was younger, I did like a Macy's passport fashion show, and we basically like went on a runway and did like a number with the clothes that they gave us and stuff. So there's like moments like that. And I did a commercial for Sony PlayStation for their when PlayStation came out with basically the Wii version of or the PlayStation version of Wii. When they
Uh-huh.
came out, they had a commercial for the Move, and I was in that commercial as well. So it's like very small things that we do in the Bay, but LA is like where it's at. Either LA or New York is where it's at.
Awesome. I mean, that sounds like you're doing pretty big things in the Bay to me. I
Doing
mean,
something.
the
We
commercial
always try to
like
make something happen. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
super cool. So when you got out here to LA, what was the first thing you did? Did you get an agent? Did you start trying to book yourself in music videos or choreography or commercials?
Well, luckily, I made sure that I got signed with an agency before I moved to LA. I was traveling back and forth when I was 13, 14. And so I was going back and forth to audition for agencies. And then once I got signed to an agency, which is Block Talent Agency, I then was getting emails for auditions, and I had to pick and choose what auditions I felt fit me the most, or I thought that I was potentially going to get, because we didn't live in LA. So, that's a 6 hour drive for us, I would have to leave school and miss school. So if I'm gonna leave school, it needs to be like for a really good opportunity that I think I would benefit from. So I was signed with an agency before I moved to LA, and I started traveling back and forth so that when I moved to LA, I built a relationship with my agents, and I knew how things go with me being signed with an agency. So things could run a little smoothly for me.
Very smart. I love the fact that you're putting your education first. I mean, this industry is very tricky, so you never know what's going to happen. It's always good to get your diploma, your degree, whatever you can, because you never know.
You never know, because I know that even for college and stuff, like I knew that I did not necessarily want to go to college. Actually, I did want to go to college. I did want to go to college because I wanted to, make sure that I was secure.
Yeah.
But I realized that if I always live life in fear of, what if I would have went to LA right after high school and just pursued my dreams, what would happen then? And I didn't want to have to ask myself that question, what if? So I knew that I wanted to pursue a career in dance. So I didn't want to go to school for dance. Plus, I'm already dancing and I've been dancing. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to waste my time, my money, or my parents' money to go to a school for dance. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna go to school, I want to go to school for like business or music engineering or film, something that has to do with entertainment and something that has to do with being creative. So that if I'm gonna go to college and get a degree, I want that degree to actually pay me the big bucks if I'm not making the big bucks already. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So I didn't take the traditional route, but I took the route that was gonna have me be happy in my life.
Oh, love that. I mean, they say if you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life. So, I mean, I feel like you're really getting it.
Yeah, because I wake up in the morning happy to do my job, you know? I don't want to wake up and be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like upset that I have to go work. I want to be happy that I have to go make money, you know?
Yeah, so. Exactly. Oh, I'm so excited for you. So tell us
you.
some of the best acts, like some of the best moments in LA. Like who have been some of your favorite celebs to work with? Have you been on tour? Give us the scoop.
I will give y'all the scoop. So the first artist that I worked with was Zendaya Coleman. And this is when her single Swag It Out came out. This is when she got the show Shake It Up.
Yeah.
And she was really heavy in Disney. And it was towards like maybe the middle-ish end of the Shake It Up seasons that she started to do music outside of Disney. And luckily, because she's from the Bay Area as well, and she was dancing on a team of mine who my close friend and her mom are really basically family of mine. She used to dance on that team back in the day. At that time, I danced on another team, but when she was getting ready to go on tour and do spot dates and whatever, I had the opportunity to become one of her dancers. And we basically lived together in her house for a whole summer. And we basically trained with her and we learned all her songs to get ready for her shows. We were getting ready for her shows. And it was actually one of the most best experience. I don't even think that's the right way to say it, but it was one of the best experience that I've had so far because I felt like it was a family environment because we stayed in her house, you know, and we joked, we laughed, we had a good time. We worked together on and off of work, you know, and it was just like, it felt very at home. You know, we were learning choreography in the living room before we actually had space. Like we went through a lot together and we traveled together, and it was definitely an experience, a great first time experience to traveling and working for an artist. I was so lucky to be able to work with someone who was more like family than a boss, you know?
Yeah.
So that was my first great experience. My second great experience was dancing for Nicki Minaj. Yeah, it is amazing. My second experience was dancing for Nicki Minaj. I had the chance to dance for her at the Billboard Awards, and it was very special for me because it was right around my. I always get this mixed up, and I wish my mom was here, but I get my grandmother's death date and her birthday mixed up. Oh. But the Billboard was in May. And so it's okay. And so it was one of those special days that I was performing on. And my grandmother, if you don't know, my grandmother played the piano, and she's the person who introduced me to music. And she sung to me all the time. So her playing to me was my first experience to music. So then I became a dancer just out of moving to music. And it was a special day, and I was performing on that day. So it was really special because of that, and because it was my first award show that I had the opportunity to perform on stage at. And so it was just a lot of emotions for me. It was just a lot going on. And so it was very special. And I was very lucky to be able to work with Nicki. And the choreographer is a really close friend of mine as well. And she looks after me all the time. So the fact that she could get me on that job, I was just like excited and happy and thankful. She cares about how she looks, and she cares about how everything you know,
Put
comes
together.
together, and she wants to know what's going on so that she's aware of her surroundings when she's performing. And I love that about artists in general who cares that much about their performance that they want it to be immaculate. So I had a great experience with her. And then my third was dancing. Had the amazing opportunity to dance with Janet Jackson. That, I mean,
that
Janet Jackson is before my time. Do you hear me? Janet Jackson is before my time.
Yeah,
And
that is legendary. Congrats.
the fact that I still get to be a part of her legacy while she's still hot and moving.
Yeah.
I don't even need to say too much about that. Janet Jackson. Miss Jackson if you nasty. I wasn't even born when she was Miss Jackson if you nasty. You know what I mean? So I'm in her wholesome stage where she's just like, she just, you know what I'm saying? So I had the amazing opportunity to dance for her, and then to top it off. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Top it off.
Top it off.
It gets to the part where I have this freestyle section where I just like come out and bust the move, you know? You know, she's supposed to be like, woo, yeah, get it, you know, just like encouraging me, right? She says, as soon as I come out, 1, 2, she says, get it, Swag, get it, brother. I said,
what?
What do you mean? She said my name. I mean, I didn't hear you clearly. I mean, I thought I heard what I heard, but I think I want to hear you say it again.
He was like,
know,
like, did you say my name?
I was like, I was shook. When I say shook, I mean like shook.
I bet I wouldn't even have been able to dance at that moment. I would have just been so like,
My legs got weak. I was a little weak. I was a little weak. I'm not even gonna hold you, but we were on television, so I had to pull through. I didn't want to be on the shade room and be like, yo, Janet's dancer was down, you know what I mean? So if I had to say what are my best experiences, it would have to be those 3 because it was just more than just dance. I feel like it was a full body experience, you know, like amazing, truly.
Super, super cool. Well, again, I really appreciate you joining us today. To everybody who is watching and listening, where can we find you on social media and where can we keep up with you in your journey?
Yes, you can find me on Instagram at Yo It Swag. I say it like that because it looks like Yo It Swag, but it's not 2 S's. So Yo, YOITSWAGG. And there you can keep up with all of the things that I will be doing, all of the things that I'm currently doing, and all the things that I have done.
Yes.
I'm also on Twitter at SWAXGG. And I'm on YouTube. I'll be posting all of my vlogs there. It's Rich Swagg ENT for Rich Swagg Entertainment. So you can find me there for all of my quarantine videos or my vlog videos and a little bit of dancing videos. I have another YouTube where I post all of my dance videos there. And I'll also post that on my Instagram too. So you can find all of the information on my Instagram because I post about it all the time.
Okay, so IG is like your hub for everything.
Yeah. Okay. It's my hook for everything. And then you could go out to wherever you want, all the outlets that you want to go out to.
Yeah.
I'm everywhere.
Everywhere. Worldwide. I'm
worldwide
by you. I mean, I think you're doing so great in the industry, and I hope everyone watching is as inspired as I am because this is fabulous. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much.
And congrats.
Thank you so much.